In the 1830s, socialite Ambrose adopts his cousin Philip when he loses his parents. Ambrose raises Philip as his own son, ignoring all the advice from friends saying the kid needs a female presence in his life. The only women allowed in the house are the dogs. Eventually, Philip leaves to study in the city, but he quickly comes back because he doesn't enjoy books. He prefers his life at the estate. Sadly, Ambrose grows old and sick, so the doctor tells him to move somewhere with a sunnier climate for the sake of his health. Ambrose leaves for Florence and stays in contact with Philip by writing to him. Those letters are shared with Philip's godfather Nick and his daughter Louise. One summer, Philip receives some very surprising news. Ambrose has begun a romance with their widow cousin Rachel, which is curious because Ambrose never paid any attention to women before. The following autumn, Ambrose and Rachel get married. Louise teases Philip, telling him he'll have to find a place of his own soon, but Philip tries not to worry because Ambrose seems to have forgotten his estate even exists. However, the next few letters do begin to worry Philip for real now. Ambrose explains he's writing when he finally manages to be away from Rachel for a few minutes, that she's always watching him like a hawk, and that Philip is the only one that he can trust anymore. It turns out Ambrose has been even sicker lately, and he's sure Rachel is the one causing it. Ambrose also thinks the doctor in charge of him is being paid by Rachel to lie, especially since he was recommended by Rachel's suspicious friend Enrico. Inside the envelope, there are words begging Philip to come to rescue Ambrose from his own wife. Philip travels to Florence, but by the time he arrives, it's too late. Ambrose has died. The house is empty and the only person there is Enrico, whom Philip immediately jumps on to demand information. Ambrose died of a tumor on his head. Doctors said it affected his brain, making him violent and paranoid. Rachel disappeared the day after the funeral with all of Ambrose's personal belongings, but she wants the Florence house to be sold. Enrico is Rachel's lawyer, offering Philip a copy of Ambrose's death certificate and his friendship with the family. However, Philip doesn't trust him, and he swears revenge on Rachel for killing his cousin. Afterward, Philip returns to the estate, where the employees are already